Hey girl, I love you because you're sweet and lovely, girl. It's true. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well and dandy out there in YouTube land, Beatles world, people of the internet, and members of the VC. Today, we're going to be looking at the 1970 UK pressing of the Let It Be album box set. Not to be confused with the one that came out a few years ago. This was basically released and not that many copies were sold worldwide apparently, because this sold for £1.50 more than the usual album when it was released, and a lot of the fans didn't like it. You think nowadays these box sets that we're getting now, we're paying hundreds of pounds for them in some cases, aren't we? And that was £1.50 more, and you got a book and all sorts with it. Right, so a bit of information on this album. We'll have a quick look at it, and then I will do some Beatle Dave's twists and shout outs at the end of the video, if that's okay. So the Let It Be box set came out in 1970, and it's sometimes referred to as PXS1, although the proper catalogue number is PCS 7096. Original UK copies had the Let It Be album with a red apple on the back cover. Later copies had a green apple on the back cover. It was released on the 8th of May 1970, and it included a 168-page booklet called, not Let It Be, it was actually called Get Back. And it was about £1 more than a standard LP. This box set was deleted in December 1970 and then was replaced with a normal album but without the box or the booklet. And the standard album that was released after this had the green apple on, although EMI stroke Apple still use some of the red apple ones that they've got in stock. So how do you know what pressing it is? I don't know. Some people say it should be a YEX773 stroke 3U for side 1 and a YEX774 stroke 3U for side 2. Other people say it should be a 773 3U for side 1 and a 774 2U for side 2. Other people say it should be 773 2U for side 1 and a 774 2U for side 2. I will leave that up to you. I'm not going to get involved in that one a little bit. Please like and subscribe, by the way, and thank you to everybody that is supporting the channel. So this was a box set, and the main problem with this is it is very, very flimsy and delicate. I mean, this one here, look, it's coming apart. I will admit I don't play these very often because it's horrible to get them out and to put them back away. This is a UK outer cover. The laminate is already starting to come off this. But having said that, it is over 50 years old, isn't it? And it's printed in the UK, in Great Britain by Gerald and Lofthouse Limited, patents pending, just there it says. But on this, that PXS1 does not appear on any of this packaging anywhere. Sometimes people will say some of them had stickers on, which I have got one that has got a sticker on, which I will also be showing you. So look how flimsy that is. Would have been better to have it like what's it there, wouldn't it? So that you just slipped it in from one side, as the vicar said to the nun. Bit of innuendo there for people of a certain age. Now this didn't come with this album. I found this in another album, but they say that there was something like this in the original box set. But I think it was supposed to be a little bit bigger than this. I think it was two-sided. This is just one-sided. But looking at this, I don't think this was ever in the Let It Be box set, because this does not promote Let It Be. It doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. It goes up to Abbey Road, and it's more of a promotional like poster for Apple Records. Nice. Don't get me wrong, it is nice. You can buy these off a certain internet selling site, and they're not a lot, they're about £3 or £4. So this is the contents on the inside of the box. So you've got these flap things here that come off very, very easily, and there's like a box within a box within a box sort of thing. So this is how the book came. The actual LP is on top of the book, and the book is housed inside there. So I'll take the book out and then I'll show you. Now these are replicas or reproductions. These are, again, you can buy these off a certain internet selling site, and I think a chap in Italy makes these. Now identical to the UK originals. The only reason I bought these was because the one I had, it fell to bits. Basically, it fell to bits. Um, so it wasn't doing anything, and it was harming the rest of the stuff that was in the record. So yeah, I bought this. But I mean, this is a little bit more sturdy than the original ones. The original ones were very, very thin, sort of like cardboard. But then you see, it's a box within a box. So if you just needed that, you can get a new one of them. Not exactly cheap though, to be honest. Then we come to the book. Oh, that's all my dog coming. Don't know where it's gone. So this is the book. And what's the book called? If it's the Let It Be box set, what do you think the book's called? Let It Be? No, it's called Get Back. Because of course, Let It Be was originally going to be called Get Back. The thing with these books are, EMI, whoever printed these at the time, I think they used it was like a fish paste glue or fish glue, made out fish bones and stuff like that. And over time, even if you never ever read these, the glue all dries up and then the pages will fall out. So to find one that's got all the pages in is good, but to find one with all the pages in and non-loose is virtually impossible. I mean, there's some brilliant photos in here, but I can't really show them you because if I do any more than that, I can hear it going crack, crack, crack. Some copies of this will have, like the second page on that one there, will have a leaflet stuck to it with some more credits to it, some publishing credits. I think it's usually on that one, on that page there. These books on their own can go anywhere from £35 up to £150. And believe it or not, although that isn't in mint condition, that is actually in quite good condition for one of these books. And I do mean that, I really do mean it. Sometimes these are like hen's teeth, really, to find one that's intact, even with all the pages. Even if the pages are all coming undone, it's better than having pages missing. It's a very hard book to read, though, to be fair. Very, very hard book to read because as soon as you go like that, you can hear it snapping. You can hear the glue snapping. So then we have the Let It Be album. Now, I don't think this is the original album out of this box set. It has got the red apple on it, and it does say printed and made in Great Britain by Gerald and Lofthouse Limited, Apple Records. But look, this has got a flip back sleeve. Now, I've never, ever, in all my years of collecting records, seen another one of these in a Let It Be box set with a flip back sleeve. I've seen a couple with flip back sleeves over time. I mean, I've been collecting records for over 40 years. So well over 40 years now. So that is side one. See, that has got something there, so that might have had a sticker on it because some of these had like an Odeon sticker on them because they were exported to companies where Apple wasn't a registered trademark at the time. And this is in actually quite nice condition. Now this is a UK LP. This is what I'm saying. It is definitely a UK LP, and it's a 3U. I think that's a 3U. So it's YEX773 3U for side one, and it is, Yeah, it's 3U for side 2 as well. So I don't know, is that just the right record in the wrong cover? But the cover still does say it's made in the UK, made in Great Britain. It's not the best in the world, the cover, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's okay. Um, so that was on Apple Records. I'm not sure how many countries actually got these box sets. I think I think America and Canada got them. We got them in the UK. I think Australia got some, but in very small quantities. And I think Germany got some as well. Don't know about France and other places in the world. I do know South Africa got some as well, which we'll come on to. Because I'm lucky, I've got two of these box sets. Um, these Let It Be box sets from 1970 go anywhere from you can get a battered up copy that will probably need, you know, all the innards like the inner trays and stuff, for around the £50 mark, and your LP will probably be battered to hell. For a decent copy, you're talking £200 to £300. You might be looking to find one for about 150. For a top-notch copy, you're talking £500 plus. Now we've got this one. Again, this is the outer sleeve. I've had to redo this one because I did try and do this earlier on, and this nearly came to bits when I was trying to get it out. It's a crap design, isn't it? Really, it's flip around, but it should have done it like, do you know when they did that Paul McCartney band on the Run thing? They had similar thing to this, didn't they? But they had an end on it, which I think this should have had, and then it would have kept it a bit sturdier. Now this does have the sticker with a PXSJ1. Now this is from South Africa. Although, having said that, all the outer bits, so this, the book, and all the inner trays and everything are actually from the UK. It's just the record is pressed in South Africa. So what they did, they got all these and then put their version of the record in with it. Yeah, so it is a curio, and I haven't seen many of these, to be honest. Um, I didn't pay much for mine. I mean, I did pay a decent price. Don't get me wrong. I didn't get them for nothing, but I think on average, I think the UK one was around the £95 mark, and I think this one was around 110, although it is a few years ago since I bought them. So this is the original inner and everything. Now this is like it's I won't even class it as cardboard. It's like thick paper. That's the easiest way to describe it. It's thick paper. I mean, look how flimsy that is. I mean, it's surprised, and this is the original thing, but I'm surprised that that is still in one piece. I really am. Um, like I say, very delicate. Probably a mistake the way that they made this box. They should have done the box like they did the John Lennon wedding album, where it's a proper box. You know, I think it would have been a lot better. Yeah, so that is the inner. So that is what the original UK one would look like, basically. Um, Again, we do get the book. This one got credited. No, this is the same. So again, this one has got some pages loose, although this actual book is in better condition than that other one, I think. And you do get the get back better on the spine on this one. So in all, this is the better book. Some lovely photos in here, though. Really is. I wish I could show you some more, but I daren't pull it anymore. So that's the book for that one, and that is all the inners. And then we come to the album. So this has got a slightly different catalogue number. So this is PCSJ7096. It's just got a J at the end of it. Laminated sleeve, which is starting to come off at the front, although it is just a non-laminated back, where that one is a laminated back, where this one isn't. The other difference is this is on Parlophone and not an Apple, which is strange, really, isn't it, if you think about it? And this is a flip back, same as that one in one way. Very similar look. So you do get the stereo and everything on this. You get this is a new phase Beatles album. Essential to the content of the film Let It Be was that they performed live for many of the tracks. It comes with the warmth and freshness of a live performance, as reproduced for disc by Phil Spector. This actually is in really, really nice condition. And there's a mistake on this. So it's on a silver and black Parlophone one boxed EMI. Look how shiny that is. Now there's an error on this, because for side 2, for the song For You Blue, now we all know that was a George Harrison song, wasn't it? But for some reason on this, and I've got another copy of this, like the South African one, For You Blue on the South African ones are credited to Harrison McCartney. Now, did Paul McCartney have anything to do with the writing For You Blue? I don't think he did he? So on this it just says, for side 2, it just says YEX774 stroke 1. You see the numbers better on this. And for side 1, it says YEX773 stroke 1. Nice, isn't it? So what are they worth nowadays? I don't know. I can't tell you. Have they gone up in value since the release of the recent Let It Be box set from, was it 2021? I don't know. I've actually played this. The sound quality on the South African one is absolutely amazing. Now the story doesn't finish. You could get flip back sleeves up to 1972 of certain Beatles albums, or they'd be on a 2-box CMI Parlophone label. So you could still get these after 1970, but not for very long, with the red apple on it. The red apple ones are still harder to get than the green apple one. I got one the other week from Belp, and I paid £35 for it. Looking on eBay this morning, I couldn't find one with a red apple on it for less than £50. That is actually in really, really nice condition. To be fair, that is in really, really nice condition. So you can actually get the green apple in box sets as well. It's stupid, isn't it? And you can also get this one in the box set. This one is actually quite rare. You can still sometimes get these in shops, in second-hand shops and things like that, where it's got the Parlophone logo on the back instead of an Apple logo. But the catalogue number will still be PCS7096. This is a export copy, so it says PPCS7096. You see that? You get be able to see that there, which is actually quite rare. And sometimes these did turn up in the box sets. It doesn't say PPCS on the label though. It just says PCS. That is a 3U, 3U, 2U. So that's 3U on side 1 and 2U on side 2. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? They all sound the same. Honestly, they all sound the same. So what's your thoughts on Let It Be? Um, I must admit, Let It Be is one of my favourite Beatles albums, and it's quite weird, really, because when I got into the Beatles, I didn't like this album at all. I used to think it was like a afterthought, which in some ways it is, because it came out over a year after it was originally recorded, wasn't it? So this is actually classed as the Beatles' last LP, although Abbey Road was recorded before it. Um, People slag Phil Spector off. I'm a bit like that with Phil Spector. I did actually used to think that it sounded crap. That's my honest opinion. I used to think certain songs on it, with the choirs and everything, sounded absolute rubbish. If you watch my video from a few weeks ago, I did get a bootleg of the Get Back album, which is what Let It Be is based on. And that is no production by Phil Spector anywhere near it. Now, don't get me wrong, on some of the songs it sounds a lot better because it is more um, basic and is how they recorded it in the studio. But then things like Let It Be and Across the Universe definitely do sound better with a Phil Spector touch, in my opinion. We've had a few different mixes of it now. You've got that Let It Be Naked, where they tried taking everything off that Phil Spector did, which did make it sound a bit different, don't get me wrong. And then on the box set from a few years ago, we did have a remixed album, which again sounded really good. So that is my little dive into the Beatles Let It Be box sets from 1970. If you can ever find one of these for under £200 that's in good nick, with a book that's in, got all the pages still in that aren't falling out, you've done very, very well. So on 25 minutes, I'll do a few quick shout outs now, and then we'll finish the video. I'm just going to do a couple of shout outs to a few YouTube channels. I was going to do some subs as well, but I'll do those on the next one. So the first twist and shout out goes to Recordology. So here's your twist and your shout out to Recordology. They are a YouTube channel based in America. I've been watching the channel for about a year and a half. They do some really, really good things. They get record decks and test them and things like that. They do record players, cassette tapes, and cassette players. The chap that runs it has started collecting Beatles records. So if you need any, mate, and I've got a spare one, just give us a shout. So yeah, so check that one out. That's Recordology. The next one is one I've been watching sort of like for 6 months, I think, and it's JT's Record Room. So there's your twist and your shout out to JT's Record Room. Again, in America, he's got some really, really good records as well. So check that one out. The next one is a YouTube channel I've only just sort of like discovered, and it's called Record Collectors Paradise. So here's your twist and your shout out to Record Collectors Paradise. Again, I think he's based in America. And I watched a video of his this morning where he's brought a collection of a load of LPs and singles, and the majority of them are British pressings, although he's bought them from a chap in America who used to live in the UK and emigrated to America in the 1980s. And there's Beatles and there's all sorts in it. Just check it out, please. Just check it out. And then the next one is Rob Ison, who's got his own YouTube channel. So he's a twist and shout out, Bob. So check out those channels. Before I go, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Susie Sue, my missus. I've had some really, really nice comments on a couple of the videos we've done where we've been to like record shops and things. And Sue's been doing the camera work, and people have been saying how good she's done that. So yeah, thank you for your comments, and I think she's done absolutely wonderful. And I'll let you into secret on Sunday, all being well, if the weather's nice, me and Sue are going to Chesterfield. So if you live in the East Midlands, there's a massive record fair at Chesterfield. Apparently it's on the second Sunday every month. So far, I think they've been running it for nearly a year. We've never managed to go because I'm usually at work, but I've actually got the day off. So we're going to make a day of it. We're going to go record hunting. We'll probably do a little bit of filming, or Sue will be doing a little bit of filming. She doesn't know yet, but she will be. And we'll buy some records. Then we'll go and have a lunch, Sunday lunch or pub lunch somewhere, have a few beers, and then come back. So if you're in Chesterfield on Sunday, and if we do manage to go and you see us, just come up and say hello. We're not standing, we're just going to have a look. You know, we're not selling any of the collection or anything. We are just going to go and have a look, because I always keep saying I'm going to go. And I think I've been off twice while it's been on, and I've been absolutely knackered and we didn't go. So we are going to force ourselves to go to Chesterfield, as long as it's not chucking down with rain. So might see you there on Sunday. So like I say, if you're there, just pop up and say, help Beetle Dave, help Susie Sue. You know, that's all it is. And you'll be surprised the amount of people that do that now. So that's going to be it. Thank you to everybody that is watching the video. And if you've got to the end of this, thumbs up, because it is a long video. Although I hope it's been interesting and informative. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing. Leave me likes and leave me comments. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. It takes you a second to press that subscription button, and then you get lovely videos of somebody like me. Also, if you subscribe, it helps other channels as well, not just me. It helps similar channels, you know, so it's win-win. Like I say, it is free. If you want to hit the notification button as well, that is entirely up to you. That just means you get notifications when I'm doing new videos. If you want to leave me a comment, please do. I do like reading all your comments. I try to answer as many as I can, depending on how my work patterns are, and they've been all over the place the past few weeks. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, just leave us a thumbs up, say like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. That's it. Once again, thank you to everyone that is subscribed. You're doing me absolutely fantastic. Beatles Dave, the channel where a splendid time is guaranteed for all. Oh, I've completely lost it today. I really have. I've lost it. I don't know what day it is. I got up this morning. I didn't know if I got to go to work or not. Luckily, I got a day off. Yeah, Beatle Dave, a splendid time is guaranteed for you all in this channel, even if it is a twat like me, just going on about nonsense. Oh, anyway, love to you all. Love and peace. That's all I can say. Love and peace. Remember, you are the Beatle Dave, and without you, this channel wouldn't be half as good as it is. And so, till the next time, being serious for a second, whatever you're doing, please be safe. And maybe I might see one or two of you at Chesterfield if you're around this area. And if you do, just come up and say hi. So until then, cheer everybody. Bye bye. Peace and love. Peace and love.